Hello, buddy. Welcome back. I'm getting ready to get started on my next little project. It's going to be one of those chicken wire ghosts. Now, I've been telling myself every year for probably the last 10 plus years that I'm going to make myself one of these to stick out in the back of my display and stuff like that. And every year I kind of look at it and think, it looks like it's going to be tedious, a pain. And despite whatever I do, I'm going to end up with 1,000 cuts on me. So I was like, yeah, I'll do it next year. And then I just push it off, next year, next year, that kind of stuff. So, but this year I decided I want to go ahead and make it. I want to actually build one this year. But I am going to cheat a little bit compared to what I've been watching. I've been seeing a lot of videos online, which there's a lot of really good ones out there, a lot of great information out there. Some of the ones I've seen are phenomenal. So, kudos to all those people that have perfected the art of making these things right here. I'm going to be using this. So, because I know since I have this, and the upper section is the hardest part to make, as far as the chest and the neck and the head and all that kind of stuff, and the arms and everything being proportional and stuff like that. That since I have this, I'm going to go ahead and use this to essentially create my main form, and then I'll wing it for the dress portion based off just height and then cut into pieces and stuff like that. So the lower section is going to be old school. That one's going to be a little on the cheating way, so don't bust my chops too much. So let's go ahead and let's get into it and see how it turns out. I made it to this point right here. I know it's kind of hard to see with it being chicken wire. See if we can stand it up. So you can see I got the head, torso, the two arms on here. So the next is I'm going to start working on the dress portion. So I'm winding that out. I'm going to wrap a little bit around that right there to get my main shape so it lines up with that. And then I'm going to do some kind of flaring it out kind of thing. So let's see if this works. All right, so I'm pretty much done with it. Not quite 100% what I was kind of going for. I guess not too bad for my first time. I decided to do a bouquet and some hands, so I just didn't have these arms that kind of went out of nowhere. Not too sure about the hands because there's so much more material, so they're so more pronounced than everything else. But we'll see what it looks like in the dark when I get some lights on it. So here it is in the dark. Overall, I think it come out pretty good. Definitely not too terrible for my first attempt. Definitely gonna have to do something with those hands, dull them down a little bit, some black paint, probably use a brush, maybe make the fingers a little more defined, just so it's not so pronounced. But overall, this wasn't really necessarily a DIY or a tutorial style video. This is just more or less, I just want to see if I can make one. I've been kind of telling myself I wanted to make one for quite some time now and decided I'm just going to go for it. So, and this is essentially what I come up with for my first attempt. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button for me. Leave me a comment, tell me what y'all think. And as always, thanks for watching.